My name is the Tisia, given to me by my elders, but I go by the name Rosemary every day. I've been an elder for Xyólheméylh for 15 years now. I've seen lots of changes, and all for the very good. And right now, I'm so very proud of Xyólheméylh and the staff. They work so hard there. But Xyólheméylh is very supportive. You have the choices of which way you're going to accept the kids. Like, there can be a lot of support come in from Xyólheméylh if it's needed. We can help with housework for a while when you're first adjusting. We can give beds if there's a need for a bed for that child. Xyólheméylh will give all that stuff that is needed for that child when they move in. And that includes clothing, and like if it's diapers, they'll give you diapers for a long time. So Xyólheméylh has no problem in helping you as a caregiver. We want you to feel comfortable in your job, and so we will support you in any way we can.
My first experience as a caregiver, I was doing respite for my sister who had foster children, and when she needed a break, I took the children, and so I only did the odd weekends here or there, or if she was off to soccer tournaments or whatever, I was there. And it was probably about a good year that I was finally approached to see if I would take some foster children. They had 4 siblings that they wanted to separate, and as soon as I heard that, I knew that I had to bring them back into the community. I don't like to see families separated, and that's kind of where I am right now. I have families that I didn't want separated.
We have a lot of responsibilities, but it's also very rewarding when you can take a child who's in need, and especially these children who've gone through trauma, that you're giving them a safe place. And that's so important. And it helps, like what we're doing is we tried to keep the children in the home as long as we can, but sometimes it just doesn't work. And so we need you to help with that. And your responsibility too is to try and keep them in touch with their parents or their community or their extended family.
Of course, I encourage contact with natural family. It's important. The children have a right to know where they're from and who they're from. Sometimes it's a hard road to travel because there's a lot of hurt there sometimes. But the children in my care, I'm very open and honest with them. They have tummy mummies, and sometimes I'm not mummy, I'm just auntie or just Ashley, and that's okay, because it's important to know where they're from and who they are. It's part of their identity. Xyólheméylh supports me in keeping the kids connected with their heritage. They give me information about different things happening in our community so that we can access them. And they are supportive in making sure that they're registered with their bands and making sure they have connections with elders, things that I might not be able to do on my own. So the process of being a foster parent with First Nations, with Xyólheméylh, is not hard. You have to live in a glass bowl, and you have to be open and honest and be willing to have strangers walk through your home and ask you important and sometimes very personal questions. If you're not willing to be open and share those things, then fostering might not be for you. Me personally, I'm an open book, and it didn't bother me.
You know, they will come and interview you. That's one thing they do. You certainly can be a single parent and even have 2 or 3 kids. You have the choice. I think the limit is 6 kids, but you can choose up to that many. How many you have room for in your home? Yeah, you can be a single parent. It doesn't matter. You can be a grandmother, like an older person even. You know, you're never too old, I don't think.
Yes, you don't have to be married to foster. You just have to have a heart to be in the game. You know, my older children do help me out very, very much, and I rely on the support of my social workers, and they are incredibly supportive, and there are supports out there to help you through. And I co-parent with my social workers. I also have a great team of fostering friends, and we all co-parent together. A few of them are also single parents. It is doable. It's hard, but it is doable.
Caregiving is a very important word that it means that you have a responsibility of looking after children who are in your care, and that is never taken lightly. It's a good job, but you have a lot of responsibility as a caregiver.
I find a lot of reward in caring for children. The first experiences that they have, the travel that they don't get, the ocean that they don't get to see, riding the ferry boat, you know, all those little adventures are huge for them. I think as long as you include those children as your own and not isolate them, they do very well. They feel like they are owned. They feel like they're part of the family.
I love fostering. You are either made for it or you're not, and if you're not, that's okay, because there are other ways to help a child. But fostering is rewarding.
If you could come and be a caregiver, they are needed so badly. That look in your heart. You don't have to have a big house to have children come in your care. You just need to have a bedroom that they could stay in. One of the things is you can pick the age group that you would like to have. If you would like a baby or a teenager, that's your choice. And it can be hard at times, but it's also very rewarding to have them, to take care of them. You will learn to love them, believe it or not, but you will. So I really, really ask you to come forward. We need you so badly.